Ditch topics you're not getting this. Break here. Think less. Just skip it, relax, do something else. GCSE Maths is just in under 24 hours, which means that we're officially in the panic mode, stress mode, maybe even existential crisis mode. But no worries, my guy, because I'm about to drop the hottest 5 revision tips for you to boost your grades significantly and never look back. Because trust me, I've been there. Tip number 1, and this is the harshest of them all: ditch the hard topics, period. If you're sitting there hovering around grade 4 and 5 and thinking to yourself, this night I'm going to learn completing the square of a quadratic formula whose a coefficient is not equal to, stop it. You're not getting this. You're not getting this in one night, perhaps. You're getting this in way longer. Days, weeks, even months sometimes. Just trust me. Focus on the topics you've already covered in class. Revisit the stuff that you sort of get but forgot the details on. If you got that 70% of knowledge but you're missing the 30, to just click it. Or you've learned this so long ago that you're not sure that you're able to reproduce the way you've done this before, do it. Revise it, revisit it, refreshen up your knowledge, because learning something new is like 1-2 weak marks, even if it comes up on your paper, but revisiting the stuff that you could make a mistake on, but you learned this technically, is a total powerhouse. Tip number 2. Sit down, lock in, and do a bunch of past papers. Make sure those are non-calculated ones, because that's what you'll be having this Thursday. You can do paper 1 from any previous year, or you can do a predicted paper, or if you trust them. But just be sure to do the past papers ruthlessly, because they're your best practice material. I hope you already know that from years of school. And mark them rigorously. If there's a slightest deviation of the marking scheme, sit down and revise. If you messed up, if you got your inequality completely right, but you messed up the sign in the end, this can kill off your marks. So mark it, write it down on your revision list, and make sure that it never comes up ever again. So you get those signs always right. You can get your past papers at my website, also MathGenie, whatever you're choosing. Alright, tip number 3. Let's kill off another bad habit real quick, because this is an extension of tip 1, but this is still just as important. If you got a topic list to revise, start with the most frequent ones, because every topic is not created equal. Some of them show up every single year, and some of the other ones, like circle theorem proofs, they're legends essentially. They all never happened on Excel papers except for 2024, I think. This is still unconfirmed because papers are released, so I never told you that. Anyway, you learn the circle theorem proofs once you have literally nothing better to do. Once you have mastered everything perfectly, become the math sensei, and you have some time to kill before the A-levels, doing some leisure studying or something. But if you're doing overnight revision, you're probably not that type of person. So ditch it and focus up on the stuff which happens on the non-calculated paper, which is, I have a little order here: surds, trig tables. Now for real, learn that trig table. It's only going to be useful in paper 1. It's going to give you a bunch of marks if you do know any trigonometry. Solving equations, expanding brackets, BIDMAS, and negative and fractional indices. 2 to the power of -3 is, if you didn't shoot up your answer, you should revise that too. So good luck with that. Do the non-calculated stuff, which always comes up. Now tip number 4 is another extension of tip number 3, but it's so important it deserves a tip on its own. Do the column division and multiplication. Now that is mad funny, because you can multiply for sure, but are you sure? Because I had loads of grade 9 students who done everything perfectly, trigonometric graphs, whatever, but when they ask to work out something divided in column after thousands and thousands of hours doing hard stuff on the calculator, and then they kind of can do this, but they fumble the numbers hard, they mess up the order, they forget what goes where, and if you forget how to do columns, trust me, your whole paper is cooked, because in a non-calculated paper, every second question will have some sort of calculation going on. If you have the slightest disadvantage in that, the slightest memory gap in how to add, how to take away, how to divide stuff, it's gonna kill off your marks big time. So check that you can do dividing in column, especially freaky numbers like 0.1 divided by 1.6. Be sure that you remember that you should multiply by 10, etc. And if you're not sure, do the paper on MathGenie or my website as always to be sure. And that brings us to our last tip, the most important one and the most peaceful one. Do have a nice long night of sleep. This is so important, it cannot be underestimated. If you decide to cram in some reverse percentages with the cost of half an hour of sleep for you, that is not a good idea, because you might get the mark, but then the trade-off is going to mess with your focus, ability to stay calm with the exam day flow. You're going to lose a bunch of negative numbers, zeros, not be able to read the question properly because you rush it too much. And by the way, stressing on the day of your exam or for higher performing students is the overthinking is like the greatest evil that can happen to you. If you're just sitting there looking at this problem, thinking it has some rocket science level solution, no, it is not. GCSE is not designed to break you. Maybe it is. Anyway, it's not a math Olympiad where you have to wrap your brains out to invent a solution. It's all about reciting stuff you have already learned. So if you see something that's too hard or you can't get a clue where to start, think less. The solution is usually at the surface. If it's too bad, just skip it, relax, do something else, and come back with a clear head. The solution just might be planted in there afterwards. So I hope you like this. Don't stress, have a nice night of sleep, and just do this. I believe in you. You gotta believe in yourself too. Bye bye. Subscribe to my channel, by the way.